afternoon, wherever you may be in the world. Thank you for joining me for another edition of the Truth Conductor Show. Man, it's been one of them lazy days today. It rained, it was cold, and I decided to stay in, but I was able to point my Truth Conductor domain into the right direction. So I'm gonna start working on my website, truthconductor.com. And I really just, want to just, man, there's so much going on in the world right now. These drones, they're out. Travis Hunter won the Heisman. I think they need to give his girlfriend some grace. She young, man, and everybody can't handle that pressure that she's dealing with. And she's a little possessive. We all been through that, man. She's got to grow up. We all been young. We all done made dumb mistakes like that in our life, and just hopefully that whatever phase that she's going through right now, that she learned from it. I mean, I hope some older women will pull her aside and try to school her, because we don't know her background. We don't know where she came from. We don't know any of that. We don't even know how she is in private. Okay? But obviously, there are some things that she's lacking at this level. And he's on a whole different level right now. But if she ain't careful, her replacement is lurking. There's some chicks out there, buddy, looking for the chance for her to mess up, and they gonna swoop right in and pick him up. Because I met this guy from the Philippines, Andrew E, in front of the White House, and he told me every time some Filipinos come to the White House to play this particular song. And so when I heard the song, I said, well, what is it about? He said, the gist of the song is, if you want to be happy, marry an ugly person. And that girl probably got somebody that would treat her like a queen. And she can't even appreciate it. She don't even appreciate what this boy be able to do for her. She take that for granted. And we all been there, man. We all been there. So give her some grace. Give her some grace. And, and maybe she'll come around. And if she don't, that's her loss. Because I'm telling you, it's some women out there, buddy. They just waiting for her to mess up. Because they gonna swoop right in, and she'll blink and he'll be gone. Okay? Let me look at y'all before I start answering some questions here. Because I gotta. Ian, thank you for joining me. Let me see what you got here, Ian. Let me see who you are. Ian. Okay, 2016. Man, thank you for joining me. Josh H is in the house. Let's see. You good too. How do I feel about the next 4 years with Trump in charge? Um, I don't think it's gonna be as smooth as his first term. Is what I think. The coolest. Not quite 72. I'll be 72 in January, man. Yeah, I'll be 72 in January. Thank you, though. Thank you. I appreciate that. But Josh, I don't think that it's gonna be as smooth as his first term. Um, and it's not Trump that really concerns me. It's the people that he's surrounded himself with that, you know, making me kind of he's surrounding himself with some real characters, man. And I don't think it's an accident that these drones, all of this activity has popped up. I don't think that's an accident. Isn't it interesting that this is happening right before the inauguration? I mean, could this be a ploy to I don't know who this is. It looked like Korean or Japanese. What you saying, man? Let me see who you are. Do it in English, cause I don't understand. Some kind of games. But um, is that gonna create a panic? Are these flying objects going? It's Chinese. Okay. Well, welcome, man. Thank you. Are these? I ain't sure what you're writing, but okay. I guess invite somebody. Um, this 2025. The next 4 years are gonna be, and we're moving into the age of Aquarius. For the next 20 years, we're going to be in the age of Aquarius. And that's where, you know, it's going where it's going to be more about humanity, more about love and togetherness. This is. I'm fine. I'm fine. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. I'm doing fine. Um, yeah, we're into the age of next year we'll be fully into the age of Aquarius, and it's just gonna be interesting to see how people evolve and how things evolve. You know, um, where we can stop talking at each other and start talking to each other. That's one of the things that Tanya. Thank you for joining me as one of my moderators right there. Everything so far looked like everybody good, Tanya. So it's a lot gonna be happening, man. A lot gonna be happening. And like my mama, my late mom will always say, um, there's a lot of water that got to pass under the bridge before January 20th get here. Okay, there's a lot of water got to pass under the bridge, and this thing with these UFOs, these flying objects, man, is not to be taken lightly, and they showing up everywhere. But I tell you, when you're going to start seeing some movement. Now, the minute they start hovering over DC, oh, the shit is going to hit the fan. Okay, thank you. Thank you for joining me. The minute them things start hovering over in the DMV area, over the district, and Maryland and in Virginia, oh, you're going to get some answers. See, you're going to get some answers because now they are really in restricted airspace. See, because you can't fly a plane over, you can't fly a drone or a plane or anything like that over the district. Even when the planes come in from going to Reagan Airport after 9/11, before 9/11, they used to could fly over the city. But now they have to come down the Potomac to get to Reagan. They have to fly down the Potomac to get to Reagan. They can't fly over the city. And when a plane violates this airspace over DC, shoot, man, they start scrambling them jets, man. You can hear them. You can hear them. When they scrambling them jets, that boom, man, them jets be taking off, buddy. They going to get somebody. Okay, they don't be messing around. When they scramble some jets, when you start hearing them jets scrambled over DC, oh, it's some shit going on. So, New York, New Jersey, all that's fine. But the minute they come down this way, oh, it's gonna be they're gonna get you some answers, and it's amazing. I'm surprised that a whole lot more of them haven't been shot down. I'm surprised the people ain't shooting them down. And I'm just surprised. I'm surprised. I am surprised, but we'll get to the bottom of it. Somebody gonna get to the bottom of it. I don't think it's something that's conventional. Whatever kind of technology that is super advanced. That's for sure. It's super advanced. This ain't no Earth technology, I don't think. I think, and it would be amazing if all of a sudden Earth is being invaded. Shoot, ain't no telling what we done out there. See, we sending all these rockets out doing. See, ain't no telling what we done out in that universe. And maybe them people tired of us screwing around with them and decide to pay us a visit. Because, if it was a earthly contraption, they got to come down for some power. Where they getting their power from? I mean, think about that. Where are these things getting their power from? And why only at night? See, that's another question. How come these things only show up at night? Why don't they show up in the daytime? So you can get a good look at them. But why at night? I mean, think about it. Oh, they're testing flying cars. Rabbit Flowers said they testing flying cars. Okay, if that's what you say, if that's okay, but where they getting the power from? I mean, seriously, where they getting the power from? And how could somebody build all of these contraptions? Oh, that's what it is. Testing the lighting and night navigation. It's something. It's Something is going on. Something is happening. And who was this? Said, um, how do I feel about the next 4 years with Trump? Well, I think he's going. Um, well, I saw where some people were sending up their drones and it drained their battery. Okay, I saw one guy, him and his wife, was trying to send up their drone and had a fully charged battery and put the battery in the drone and it was dead. So there's got to be some kind of technology, man. And I've seen several people say they tried to send up their drones to take a look, and the drones lost their battery, and they were fully charged. So we'll see. We're gonna see what's going on, but if you want to talk about something, man, tell me what you want to discuss. This fine. This I didn't want to come in here with an agenda. It's Sunday night, so thank you, Panda. Um, I just want to come in and just talk, man. Just because see, if we don't open up the lines of communications between us, we'll always be afraid of each other. And that's how they keep us divided, with fear of each other. And you got, well, but see, here again, if they ran by few, where are you getting the supply? Where are they refueling at? Okay, somebody got to see. Say, ain't nothing no secret, man. They can't hide there. Uh, 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 a man. If imagine if one of them things pulled up in a gas station, don't you think everybody and their mama would have out their phones, rabbit? Okay, they're not regular, man. These are not your regular drones. Um, Kama Wolf, thank you for joining me. What I do for a living? You dress dapperly, good sir. Well, I'm the truth conductor, and I'm actually a Black History specialist of DC. DCBlackTours.com. Is my specialty. But I have this message right here. Stop hating each other because you disagree. That's my message right there. And I've been trying to touch the world with it. Okay? Been trying to touch the world with it. Every day I go down to the White House because being in DC, I figured out this is where the world meets. That when people come to DC, if they don't see anything else, they want to see that White House. So I tried to reach them there. Okay, that's where I tried to reach them, and you know, I just try not to get discouraged, because a lot of people like what I'm doing, but then they don't want to support it financially. And see, that's the one thing that's stopping the message from going viral. I mean, if I could get the financial support, they're into. There's a war in the spirit realm. However, um, Panda say the drones are interdimensional. Wow. Wow. So that means you need to be decide what side you're gonna be on. That means you need to decide what side you on. Are you gonna be on the light side or the dark side? That might be well, I told y'all we're in. And you know what's so funny? You know what's so crazy? No psychics have spoke on this issue. Isn't that interesting? You've not had one psychic to speak on these drones. Not one. Not one psychic. uh, well. Again, um, what if they cause a panic? Okay, rumor is it's a U.S. drone looking for a nuclear weapon that was snuck into the country. Danny Z. Let's see. Let me look at you. Let me look at you. I've never said nobody, if somebody supported me financially, they would own me. I've never made that statement. I don't recall making that statement, Danny. I don't recall making that statement. That if somebody support, I got people on here. Matter of fact, my moderator support me financially. Everett Overton supports me financially. Okay, you're a little man from Canada. Okay, uh, um, well, it's a truth conductor, Ryan. That's what it is. I'm the truth conductor. This is my brand. I used to be a bus driver. Well, no, the guy, see, when somebody throws something up in your face about what they've done for you, a matter of fact, he said, oh, well, I support you financially. No, you don't. But I sent you $5. Really? And he made a statement, and I need my money. Well, let me give it back to you. Okay? And I gave it back to him and blocked him. Because he was being difficult, and I, at 71, man, if you going, I got a whole lot of people that gave me a whole lot more money than that, but they ain't never reminded me about what they've done for me. That's one of my pet peeves. Okay? Because I don't do that to people. If I'm gonna do something for you, and if something goes sour, I'm not gonna throw it back in your face what I've done for you. I'm not gonna do that because I did it from my heart. But anytime somebody can throw up in your face what they've done for you, or B, want what they've done for you back, they didn't do it with good intentions anyway. That's what I've learned in my 71 years. Okay? Anytime somebody keep throwing up in your face what they've done for you, or if they want it back, they didn't have good intentions anyway. Okay? All right? And that's why I did what I did. You see my Tanya, she see my moderator said be respectful. So that's why, man. And I used to, matter of fact, the girl that taught me how to love her, a black woman. Taught me how to love my wife Filipino. She's always tell me, you got to teach people how to treat you. It didn't work on her. You know, that didn't work on her, uh okay, well thank you. Thank you so very much. But happy Sunday to you, man. How you doing? Thank you for joining me. Um but you know, again, when you teaching people how to treat you, sometimes that's not pleasant. Sometimes that's uncomfortable. And people should not be able to talk to you any kind of way they want to and feel that it's okay. That's not okay. It's not, I don't care what you're going through. I don't care what you're experiencing. People should not be able, thank you, Captain, not be able to talk to you in any kind of way. And you know, and like I said, when you teaching people how you want to be treated, sometimes that's uncomfortable for them. See, because I firmly believe that you say what you mean and mean what you say. That's how I try to live. I say what I mean and I mean what I say. And sometimes a lot of people don't agree. But at least I'm telling you the truth. See, I ain't got to look over my shoulder. When I say what I mean and mean what I say, see, I don't have to remember that. But when you start lying, you got to remember them lies. And eventually, you're going to tell enough of them where you're going to start forgetting the lies you done told. That's how you get caught, because you forget the lies that you've told, and the story starts unraveling. Okay? So that's so the easy fix to that, man, is say what you mean and mean what you say. That way, you ain't got nothing to worry about. And if somebody is offended by something that you said, you know, and you're being truthful, then you don't need to be around that person. You know, when somebody show you who they are, why get offended when they done saved you some time? Because normally you got to figure people out. But they show you who they are. And a lot of people get offended because people show them who they are. And see, and at that moment, it's your decision. I want to put up with this or I'm not going to put up with it. That's your decision. But once they show you who they are, the ball's in your court. You can't be mad at them because they told you the truth. And see, and that's the one thing that I kind of respect about Travis Hunter's girlfriend. She's showing him who she is. She's showing it to him. Okay? She's showing him who she is. And if he chooses to deal with that, that's on him. He can't blame nobody but himself. Because she's showing him in real time who she is. She ain't pretending. See, and a lot of folk are offended because she is showing him who he is, who she is. You see? You know, whereas, you know, they are moved by the attention that he's getting. Obviously, she ain't. Okay? She ain't moved because she's still having her way, how she feeling, she's still expressing it. And see, and this is the thing about some people don't know how to handle some people don't know how to handle um attention. Some people don't know how to handle it. They don't know how to handle that attention, man. They're not used to that kind of stuff. And maybe this is something that she gonna um maybe she gonna have to grow into this. Cause we all change, man. We all change. We all change. And I just wish a mature woman would just sit her down and talk to her and let her know what she got. Cause she probably got a dude that would really do right by her, you know, and provide a wonderful lifestyle for her. And she just don't recognize it at this point. Because you know the grass always look greener on the other side. You know, it's you know and at that age, who hadn't done anything stupid when they were young? I mean, think about it. You were once that age. Look at the stupid stuff you did. Only difference is you wasn't in the limelight. You didn't have the attention, okay? You didn't have the attention and you weren't in the limelight. But we all done some stupid stuff. Okay? We've all done some stupid stuff. And maturity is something that you grow into. You know? You never stop maturing. I don't care how old you are. You never stop maturing. Okay? I don't care how old you are. You never stop maturing. You're going to be maturing until you die. If you live a long age, because there's some things that you just going to have to accept. There's some things you're going to have to compromise with. You know, there's some things that you just going to have to understand. And that's why I'm saying, man, give her some grace. Okay? Give her some grace. All right. Captain Planet said, I want to be wise before 69. Man, there's a lot of being wise come with a lot of pressure. That ain't easy. Be careful what you ask for. Because wisdom, well, when you start talking about, see, wisdom is knowledge. Okay? You go through some stuff to get wisdom. And now you can be an educated fool. See, if you got the knowledge and don't have the understanding of how to apply that knowledge or how to effectively use that knowledge, you're just an educated fool. That's all you are. Okay? But you know, sometimes, man, you got to go through some things to get some knowledge. You know, because that knowledge is not all school-based. Sometimes life will teach you some knowledge. You're going to go through some stuff in life. And see, and when you start going through it in life, you either going to throw your hands up and quit, or you going to meet it head on. Jake, what's going on? Thank you for joining me. It's not easy, Jake. It's not easy, but oh, here come somebody. Man, you see, the fact that you just opened up your account October 2024 makes me think that you're a troll, and you coming in being nice and all of this stuff, but you probably are a troll, Jake. And I don't think Jake is your real name, okay? And yeah, I don't think that's your real name, Jake. Hey, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Tanya. Well, um, AI is designed to dumb you down, basically. AI is designed to dumb a population down. Because when you don't have to use your brain to be creative, and you getting your creativity from some software, it's just gonna dumb you down. That's all that's all it's gonna do. I don't even use it because I want to keep my brain functioning. But all of the people and that becomes addictive. Because once you start using it, it's gonna be addictive. Because you ain't gonna know how to do a lot of stuff. And now you're just depending on, something else to do the creativity that you're doing. So my suggestion to you would be stay away from AI. Do it yourself. Because at least you won't dumb yourself down, man. And see, if it's a thing to do, everybody want to do it. That's what you stay away from. Whatever the crowd is running to, that's what you stay away from. See, you don't have to read. You don't even have to go to school. Now with AI, um, um, what do I think Trump would do first week in office? Fuck some stuff up. That's what I think he gonna do. He gonna get see the problem with Trump is he's too hell bent on revenge, and that's what's gonna mess him up. That's what's gonna mess him up. He's too hell bent on revenge. He really is. Hey Tanya, anytime you gotta leave, just let me know, okay? Just let me know, Tanya, whenever you got to leave. He's just too hell bent on revenge. And um well, again, like I said, my concern is the people that he have around him. Cause those are the ones that's gonna have to do the work. He ain't doing no work, man. It's the people that he's surrounding himself that's gonna be doing the work, that's gonna be doing the damage. That's why, I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about who he got around him, because those are the ones that's gonna be doing the work and reporting to him. Okay? And that's what I see. Well, prices we're gonna see. But I tell you one thing, If the prices don't go down, uh, he ain't gonna be able to spend much time on the golf course, and people are suffering. I don't think they're gonna go for that. See, a lot of the things that he enjoyed his first term, I don't think it's gonna be, because he spent a lot of time on the golf course his first term. And I don't think he's going to see. We didn't have the threat of war that we have this time doing his first, because Israel gonna mess around and get us in some deep shit. I mean, for real. Okay, so if he implement a lot of this stuff, and this is the thing, um, you can't bully everybody. Okay, you can't bully everybody, man. Somebody is gonna stand up to him. Somebody is gonna call his bluff. Then what's gonna happen? Okay, and see, that's what we got to be. That's why a lot of these apps that we're on, a lot of these platforms, you know, they could be weapons against us. TikTok as a good example. Every time you see an illustration of a bomb, it goes tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, boom. Okay. What's going on, David? How you doing? Yeah, I gotta make me some more, man. I'm almost finished with my job. Um, well, see, again, man. There are a lot of different. Oh yeah, I got my new glasses, man. I got my new glasses. I had to. I changed my prescription. Well, I didn't change it. It wasn't that far off, but I just decided to get me a new style of glasses. Since I had my old glasses, I said, let me try something new. So I got these. I like them. I like them. I like them. I do like them. Yeah, I do. They're a little different. They fit a little better. Wish I did have X-ray vision. Shit, I wouldn't be in this hotel. I wouldn't be in this hotel, boy. I'd be on the beach somewhere, loaded. I would be on the beach somewhere, loaded, buddy. Yes, I would. Shoot, man. I don't know what you're talking about. But um, we got some interesting times ahead of us. And like I said, like my late mom used to say, boy, a lot of water got to pass on the bridge between 9 January 20. Think about it. In 10 more days, it'll be Christmas. 17 more days, it'll be a brand new year. 17 more days, it'll be a brand new year. Okay? And man, this year has gone. And um unfortunately, this is gonna be the end of the line for a lot of people. A lot of people not gonna see 2025. And that's just a reality. 2024 gonna be the end of the line for them. See, and a lot of people take that for granted. That they're gonna be here next year, and you might not. And that's because you don't appreciate what you got. So I just try to do things spiritually that will give me a long life. That's all. You know, that's why I like to get into Proverbs. Cause it'll tell you, you know, how to get a long life. And you gotta be right by people, man. You know, you just gotta be right by people. And, you know, a lot of folk got, you know, this animosity, this revenge, this hatred, this division. And that's just some negative energy you putting into the atmosphere. Okay? Here comes somebody from either Russia or Poland or somewhere over in that area. Um, I don't know who you are, but I know it's from that area though. Let me see here. Okay, I know it's from that area. Why don't you put it in English so we all can understand? Because obviously I can't speak your language and you might be cussing me out. You might be coming up in here cussing me out and I don't even know it. All right, I don't understand. Okay, don't understand. So, but welcome. Thank you for coming in. That's just another. Uh, um, what's going on, Chelsea? How you doing? Thank you for joining me. Um, but you know, again, man, I've always said that this is going to boil down to good versus evil. And if we could just get the good people to come together in all races, okay? I mean, I get it all the time. You know, if we could just get good people to come together, we can erase this madness overnight. Um, do I like Palestine? Uh, well, let's say it this way. Um, I think it's a tragedy that innocent women and children are being slaughtered. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with it at all. And the problem I have with that whole conflict is people act like this started in October. Okay, I ain't got my Bible today, David. I'm not gonna open up my Bible today, man. I'm just gonna go flow. I'm free flowing. I'm free flowing today. I'm not gonna open up my Bible. Um, I just want to, you know, just talk to people. Just talk to people. Um, but you know, there's right and wrong on both sides. Okay, and um, um, and I think the problem that Americans are making is the Israel in the Bible ain't the Israel today. I think that is the biggest mistake most Americans are making. They're taking the Israel in the Bible as the Israel today. And you got some bona fide thugs over there in Israel right now. And that's just my humble opinion. Okay, that's my humble opinion. So I don't agree with everything that they're doing. I don't agree with it. I don't, because I don't think you can justify just slaughtering innocent people because you suspect something else. I will. Uh, um, well, and see, Israel gonna mess around and get us in some trouble, man. I think we're gonna keep fooling around with Israel, and Israel is gonna get us in a whole bunch of shit. Gonna get us in a whole bunch of shit, man. I really believe that if anybody has the potential, because you just can't go out and just be bombing any and everybody you want to without any repercussions. Somewhere along the line, somebody gonna say, "Wait a minute, this is enough," you know, and they're doing it with weapons that we're giving them. So that makes us complicit. You see, and you can't bully everybody. And you know, them people running right now in Israel, they want to bully. They want to bully the world. So, well, if you really sit down and look at it, the Israelis and the Palestinians are really cousins. They're related. Um, Palestinians are um, the woman that was with Jacob, that his wife put out in the desert. That's who they are. They're descendants of that family. I don't forgot her name, but David on here, he probably know who I'm talking about. Okay. Well, see, again, there's good and bad in everybody. And that's what I be trying to get people to see. But right now, folk don't want to separate the good from the bad. They want to lump everybody together. All white people are bad. All black people are bad. All Mexicans are bad. You know, all Asians, all Jews. They're good and bad in everybody. And unfortunately, evil, um, well, I'm talking about the original. I'm talking about the original. I'm talking about the original. I ain't talking about them ones that then came in and that has no connection to the land. Okay? I'm talking about if you go back to the original group, they're related. Okay? All right? Um, but see, the mistake that people make is they don't want to separate good from bad. They want to just lump everybody together. And that's the problem. We don't want to separate the good from the bad. And there's good and bad in everybody. And unfortunately, the bad has the good scared of each other. Okay? That's the problem. That's how effective bad has been. Well, because they, Kevin, they don't want to realize that, because that would upset the apple cart for them. See, that would change a whole bunch of dynamics. Now you got to rethink everything that you have learned. And if you start dealing with the truth, see, you can pull all colors out of black. You can pull all colors out of black. But you can't pull black out of all colors. Okay? So, I mean, look at how many. Matter of fact, that's a good. Let me. Since I said that, um, I want to see how many colors it takes to make black paint. Okay, how many colors does it take to make black paint? Let's see here. You got red, yellow, blue, but you may need to use one of the colors. Okay. Uh, well, we all listen. There are no pure races in the world. There are no pure races in the world. Okay? Them old people back in the day was doing a lot of fucking. it's just that. See, y'all think y'all got it going on. Shoot, them old people, man, they was slipping and sliding in any and everything. So there are, some of the staunchest people that don't like black people got somebody black in their family tree. The black folk that don't like white people got somebody white in their family tree. That's just the way it is. Somewhere down the line, man, all of these races done hooked up together somewhere, somehow. None of us are pure. Okay? None of us are pure. I can look at the texture of my hair and know, man, I got somebody white somewhere back in my tree. I know there's somebody white back up in my tree somewhere, because I can look at the course of my hair. I'm not as black, okay? I'm not as black. So all of us got some kind of race in our tree. We just haven't looked it up. We haven't found it. But somewhere there's some mixture. There's some mixture in everybody. So come on, man. How come the good people can't get together? Okay? How come the good people can't get together? That's my question. Why the good people can't come together? Why good people can't recognize other good people, regardless of what race they are? How come good people can't and seeing if good? Oh shit, Bernie, man, thank you, Bernie. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Thank you, man. But I mean, seriously, why can't good people? That's my cash app. Just sent me $20. Man, thank you, brother. Thank you. But seriously, why can't good people recognize other good people? Bernie is up in the house. That's my other moderator. And my other moderator, he's up in here. Tanya, if you gotta go, you let me know. And Bernie, whenever you want to go, man, just thank you for coming in, brother. Thank you. But I mean, seriously. And if we just get good people to start recognizing and supporting other good people, man, we'll change this madness overnight. But good people are afraid of other good people. And this is the problem. No good people want to uplift other good people. And maybe if you start uplifting some other good people, then the world will start paying attention. You know how many people that I see and give me a thumbs up. Oh man, I love your sign, but scared to put $1 in the bucket. Who the money gonna go to? It's gonna go to me. It's gonna help me. Why you got a problem with me benefiting from something positive? And I can go negative and get rich overnight. I could put "Let's Go Brandon" on that sign, which means F Joe Biden. And shit, I'd be out of this hotel and have me a brand new vehicle paid for. Paid for. But I'm dividing people. And I'm trying to bring people together. And look at my results. And everybody agreed. Look, everybody agree with that. They agree. Who's the true conductor? Me. That's my man. Where else in America can you live the American dream, create a brand? I can't help because I look like a conductor. At least I look the part. At least I look the part. Okay? All right? I look the part. See, because I take this hat off, man, and I tell you I'm the true conductor, you're going to look at me like a cow looking at a new gate. What is he talking about? True conductor, what is that? But see, when I put this hat on, now you see a conductor. Just a brand, man. And all the true conductor is just a messenger from God. Man, both of my parents were pastors, and I didn't want to be in the pulpit. I did not want to go in that pulpit. Because my grandmama used to always tell me, baby, you play with a lot of things, but God ain't one of them. Okay? And if I went in that pulpit, see, I'm going to be playing with God. And I ain't trying to play with God. So let me stay out here on the street. And say, all right, you don't want to go nowhere? I'll make you look like a conductor. And that's what when the definition of what a true conductor, just a messenger from God. Anybody can be a true conductor. I just happen to look like one. And how many people do you know have taken a hat? Man, I took a hat and made a brand out of it. I took a hat. Okay, that's all I did. I just took a hat and made it a brand and created a uniform. So now I ain't got to be, stressed out with a bunch of wardrobe expense. As starch went up so high, I started making my own starch. I make my own starch now, buddy. I ain't lying. I make my own starch. Yes, I do. And it took me a few batches to get it right. But this shirt right here, um, what's going on? Singer Bob, what's going on? I make my own starch. I make my own starch. And see, and let me show you. Now, one thing my grandmama taught me, baby, you can't wear it every day and Sunday too. My grandmama taught me that. Okay? You can't wear it every day and Sunday too. Okay? So when I go down to the White House, this the hat I put on. All right? This the hat I put on. This is the one that's been beat and sun. And I wear this during the week, but when I come in and I go live, I put this one on. You see the difference? So I don't even the same thing with this vest and this tie. I don't wear this outside. Okay? I don't wear it outside because I don't want it bleached. I got another vest and a tie that I wear outside because it's bleached pants. So you got to, when you're doing stuff like this, man, you have to be thinking. You have to be thinking. And a lot of y'all got brands that you should create. Okay? Shit, it's real over here, man. We got these damn unidentified flying objects over here. Shit, we got all these drones popping up. I'm waiting for one to pop up over DC. Then the shit really gonna hit the fan. is really gonna hit the fan. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all now. Steve, what's going on? How do you make starch? You have to take some flour, go to the grocery store, get you some flour, some cornstarch. See, because it's the cornstarch that you add to flour that thickens it. And then I add a little baking soda in mine so that it just smooths it out a little bit. But you have to, keep work your measurements out. Because sometimes, when I was doing it, you could see it just left streaks in my shirt. So I had to figure, what I was putting too much of or too little of. And now I'm just, I can just take a spoon, and I've done it so many times that I'm familiar with just how much I need. And take some boil, add some cold water, mix the starch, the flour and the baking soda in some cold water. All right, and boil some water and just slowly pour it in, and it'll thicken. And and the longer you let it cook, the thicker it will get. See, so that's how I got. I mean, cause I was paying like less than $4 for a bottle of starch. And now they got them you can get 3 of them bottles for $76. That's, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. I ain't paying no $76 for no starch that I was paying less than $4 for a bottle. I make my own. I just start making my own. That's what I did. This shirt I'm wearing is from some starch that I made. I made the starch for this shirt. So but you gotta jingle it, man. You gotta keep manipulating it until you get the right mix. And that way, when once you put it in the starch and hang your shirt up, it won't streak. Because when I first started making my starch, I had these streaks in my shirt. And that's why I started adding baking soda to the mix to cut out a lot of those streaks. See, so, but like I said, I make my starch, man. I don't, and when I get her back here, I'm gonna teach her how to do it. I'm gonna teach her how to make the starch too. And I save myself a lot of money. Save myself a lot of money, man. A lot of money making my own starch. Yeah, that's what I do. I make my own starch for my shirts, and thank God that I only have white shirts that I got to starch. That's all I need starch for is my white shirts. And see, that was one of the things that I kind of evolved into, because when I first started this, my shirts weren't this crisp. They weren't this crisp. And one day I just said, I wonder what if I really starch, because I didn't even, when I would buy the liquid starch, I didn't even mix it up. I just what's going on, James? I just use it straight, man. I didn't add no water to it or anything. I just use it straight, uh, and then I just realized I like and there's nothing like, man, putting on a crisp starch shirt. It just got a whole different feel to it. It has a whole different feel, and it holds up longer. Cause when your collar is not starched, man, it starts buckling and bending, and I just like the feel of it. I just like the feel of it. So that's what I do. And when the starch got to be, I couldn't afford it. I said, let me make my own. So that's what I do. I make my own starch, and then making your own um, making your own starch. You got to. Let me look at you. You got to be careful about how hot your iron is, because sometimes, see, this is what I learned. If my iron was oh, did I hide you? Oh, I'm sorry. Sweet soul, I apologize. Wait a minute. I didn't mean to do that. Sweet soul, let me unhide you. Unhide you. I didn't mean to. Okay. Yeah, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to unhide you. I didn't mean to hide you, sweet soul. I'm sorry. I apologize. That was a mistake. But uh, and one of the things that I learned is when you make your starch, because you are using flour and cornstarch, that if your iron is too hot, it will make your shirt turn brown, you know, and and that's what I learned. Okay, yeah, we good. Sweet soul, I hope you back. Yeah, you good? I'm good. Uh, so I don't know who you are, CJ, but you come up here with the wrong thing. I got some moderators that would definitely kick your ass out of here. So be careful about what you coming up here. Oh man, kind indeed, we have created you. Okay. Okay, well, bless you too, brother. See, if you notice, if you read the Bible and the Quran, and they all got the same stories. They all got the same stories. Some got different names. But so, and that tells me that the Bible is a lifestyle. See, a lot of people get hung up on the people, but they miss the lifestyle. You know, you talk about Jesus, Jesus was a lifestyle. That's a lifestyle. Okay? All right. See you later. Have a great day. All right? It's all about how you treat people, man. You know, and some of the fakest people that you can find are the ones that'll come up and ask you, do you know Jesus? Devil knows Jesus. The devil, the devil was was one of God's angels. Okay? So, but he ain't gonna never quote the Bible right. And you got people scared to speak to each other and believe in the same Jesus. Okay? Zinger Bob says it's hard to treat people for who they are. Uh, yeah, I would believe what I see in church today. Listen, church is, if you want some easy sex, go to church. Let me say that again. If you're looking for some easy sex, go to church. Go to church. All you got to do is be looking halfway decent if you're a man and have a Bible in your hand. And them women, yes sir, buddy. Yes sir, buddy. Uh, no, seriously. Seriously. Some of the easiest sex you can find, because you got to remember, the people that are in church are the ones out of the world. And seeing that world is still a part of them. It's still a part of them. You ain't never went to church and came out and fornicated? Guilty. You ain't never went to church and went to dinner and got in the bed? Come on, man. Come on. Come on. And you ain't married. You ain't married. No. No. Man, there's more screwing going on in church than you can shake a stick at. I mean, that's just you Southern Baptists. I mean, that's the truth. Church is one of the easiest place in the world. Well, they do pray. But see, most folks' prayers are not answered. Most folks, that's why they make New Year's Eve resolutions, because they know they lying to themselves. They know they lying to themselves. And that's why they don't trust nobody else, because they lie to themselves. That's what you find with most folk. Most folk don't have a problem lying to themselves. No, they ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna do right. Know it. They know it. But they keep pretending though. And see, and this is what I keep saying. Say what you mean, because eventually, I don't care who you dealing with, that real person is gonna come out. I don't care who you dealing with. Eventually, that real person gonna come out, buddy. When they feel comfortable enough that they got you where they want you, shoot, they gonna start falling back into their habits. See, most folk, when they meet you, they hide their habits. Let me say that again. See, most folk, when they meet you, they ain't gonna show you the real them and their habits. See, they hide all of their bad habits from you until, oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. They gonna hide them habits from you. And the more they get you, reel you in, where they getting you, where then they start slowly rolling out these bad habits. But see, now they got you in a position where you gonna accept it because they got you where they want you now. See, and you'll start accepting, compromising. Okay? That's what's gonna happen. That's what happens, man. That's exactly what's happening. Well, but sweet soul, see, here's the problem. Because most people are insecure. See, they're afraid to correct. See, because of their insecurity. Okay? They are afraid, sweet soul. They want to. But see, that person might be paying their rent or their car note or taking care of their children. You see what I'm saying? See, for them to correct it, that correction could put back now a whole lot of more responsibility on them that they don't have. So they would rather tolerate that behavior because it is now taking some pressure off them. Okay? So they'll overlook that. Because now that's one less responsibility that they have to worry about. So they compromise. That's why people stay in screwed up relationships, because of the convenience that they're getting out of that. And seeing when they weigh the two, see that oh, he messing around, he doing this, but that convenience that they're providing carries more weight than who they really are. That's why it's hard for them to let go, because once they let that go and that convenience now is back on them, now you got to struggle. Okay? All right? Zinger Bob, you lying. You ain't trying to help nobody, man. You ain't trying to help nobody. So don't lie to yourself, man. Stop lying to yourself. And see, that's one thing that people well, it's not so much that they need therapy. They need to just be honest with themselves. If you be honest with yourself, what can a therapist tell you that you don't already know? See, most people, you go and talk to somebody because you can't be honest with yourself. You can't be truthful with yourself. Captain Planet says, I'm looking I'm a man looking for wisdom and knowledge, but I want to know how to use it. Well, first of all, if you're looking for wisdom and knowledge, you can only use it to uplift people. That's all. How you gonna help somebody with your wisdom and knowledge? See, when you learn how to serve, okay, you'll automatically start seeing needs. Let me say that again. When you learn how to serve other people, you automatically, man, I mean, it just becomes second nature that you'll start recognizing needs when you learn how to serve other people. Okay, all right, thank you, Bernie. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, brother. Okay, and Tanya, if you got to go, let me know. Okay, that's all you got to do, man. If you want to learn how to use wisdom, serve people, help people out. That's where you start. But most folk are afraid to do that. Most people are afraid to uplift another person because that's their insecurity. You say you want to save kids, but what idea have you embraced? Um, I'm not going. I'm gonna hide that message, Zinga. See, if you wanna if you say you wanna save kids, but what work have you done with them? What ideas have you developed or have you tried to create that would benefit kids? You just can't walk into an environment and say, I want to do this and snap your fingers and everything. No, you gotta get around them, man. You know, do you go to the Boys and Girls Club? You know, are you in an environment around kids? But see, that's in church. That's a safe place in church. That's once a week. But what about them kids that ain't in church? They don't qualify. They don't qualify. See, you in a safe environment in church. But what about the streets? You do teen Sunday school, but what you doing in your community? That's where the work needs to be done. I mean, I admire that you are involved in your church, but man, if you really want to get your feet wet, get out in the community. You know, find some organizations that deal with kids and go and say, how can I volunteer? There are a lot of places that need tutors. Okay? But see, you ain't got to put yourself in harm's way to do that. You know, I mean, I understand that some people need um, uh, some attention, but man, start somewhere where it's safe, where you ain't got to worry about, because you can't trust any and everybody in your house. Because some people can get in your house and accuse you of some shit, and you ain't got no proof. And you got to deal with that, and you was trying to help them. And they get in your house, man, and start making up all kinds of shit on you. So I wouldn't advise that until you can get a full grip of that situation. To just go somewhere where it's safe, man, where you ain't putting yourself in harm's way. Because anytime, and you got a lot of people out here looking for something for nothing. They looking for something for nothing. They got sob stories, especially this time of year. I mean, you're gonna have a whole bunch of people. Well, I mean, there are some ministries that do good, but they ain't doing enough. Because if they were, we wouldn't have the crime in the communities that we have. We got churches on every corner. But look how out of control crime is around them churches. Okay? I mean, seriously. We got churches on damn near every corner. And crime is out of control. But yet every Sunday, you up in there praising the Lord. And and because your church might be popping, you'll look down on another church. You won't respect another church. You got Christians, man, calling themselves Christians that don't like other Christians. Okay? You got that. And that's a reality. My pastor drives a better car than yours. My pastor got a bigger house than yours. But yet, you struggling. You got a lot of churches, man, where, the members, they go in there, they struggling. Living paycheck to paycheck. And then when they want some money from the church, they got to jump through some hoops to get some help. Okay? So that's all I'm saying. And see, you can't everybody that say that they love Jesus and all this other, man, that's a lot of that is just a bunch of crap. Get you to drop your guard. That's all that's designed to do. Somebody come up to you believe in Jesus? Man, them the ones should make your hair raise on your neck. Man, take that crap on somewhere else. I ain't interested. I ain't don't come up asking me about what I believe in. Okay? All right? So and then when you start talking to them, then that's when all of this stuff come out, because all they trying to do is recruit people, get some more people in their churches so that they can, get a little bit more money in the budget. And churches nowadays have become family businesses. A lot of these pastors got churches that they want to pass down to their children. It's a family business. It ain't got nothing to do with God. It's something that they can pass down to their children. And you're supposed to go along with it. And their children might not even be qualified. But you're supposed to respect that. And that's the way churches are today. Black and white. They family businesses. That's what they are. Family businesses. That's all they are. And then when you start asking questions, that's when they want to ostracize you. because you asking questions. You know, that's what they do. And then, you know, they would talk about tithes and offerings only to turn around some 20, 25 years later, say, oh, I was wrong. Tithes and offering is not biblical. You mean it took you 25 years to find out God wasn't trying to tell you this before 25 years was up? That tithing was not biblical? Okay. All right. And that's just, no, that's for real, man. That's for real. Church is big business, buddy. Because, see, a lot of people are hurting. A lot of people want answers. A lot of people, you know, looking for a miracle. Ain't living right. Ain't doing right. But they want a miracle. See? They want a miracle. Because I'm born again and I'm saved. God is going to overlook my sins and still bless me. That's what most Christians feel. I remember when they first started talking about this Diddy thing with T.D. Jakes. T.D. Jakes said in his pulpit, if I'm covered by the blood of Jesus, it don't matter. And you got a lot of people out there that feel like if they're covered with the blood of Jesus, they can get out here and do any and everything they want to. And God is going to forgive them. Because they covered by the blood. It's just the way it is. That's reality, man. And that's what you have to deal with. All right? Okay? Well, I'm not understanding your question, Captain Planet. What's that U2? What does that mean? Don't matter if you ask Jesus for forgiveness, then I'm not understanding the question. I'm not understanding that question. Well, the prosperity gospel was about money. That was all about money. That was just about money. That's all it was about. You can be the biggest jerk in the world. But they was telling people, man, if you give, it shall be given back to you in a good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. If you give, and I showed you plenty of times in the Bible where God said, if you embrace wisdom and understanding, well. See, they do that. That's what I'm saying. You know, because they think that they are born again and covered by the blood. That no matter what they do, Jesus is gonna be there for them. Man, you think that girl Breonna Taylor, that all them cops was shooting up her house? You think she wasn't calling on Jesus? Think about that for a minute. You think she wasn't counting on Jesus when they were shooting up her house? You think that boy that them 5 police officers beat down in Memphis, he's calling his mama. You think he wasn't calling on Jesus? See, Jesus can try to correct you and you can ignore his rebuke. And when the shit hit the fan for you, I tried to show you, I tried to tell you, don't do it, stop it, but you wouldn't listen. And now you're calling me, what you want me to do? I can't do nothing. When you wouldn't heed my warning, you wouldn't heed my warning. I tried to correct you and you ignored it. Okay? All right, so no, man. There you can put yourself in a position where God, I'm saying, hey, I love you, but ain't what can I do for you? Nothing. I tried, but you're gonna call me when it's too late. And see, that's what most folk want to do. They want God when it's too late. They want him when it's too late. When he already tried to warn you. And you ignored the warnings. And now you need him. You short. It's just that simple, man. That's why it ain't good to play with God. And that's why it's not good to play with God, man. It ain't good. It ain't good. And see, I don't care who you are. If God is in your life, you ain't got to tell nobody. People gonna see it. They'll hear it. When God is in your life, they'll see God in you. Okay? Go to sleep, Zinger. Thank you for joining me. They'll see God in you. They'll hear God in you. It's just that simple. All right? It's just that simple, man. And most folk, I mean, if you got a nasty disposition on the inside, it's going to show on your face. It's going to show. And you're an evil, nasty person, man, that's going to show you. That's going to show you. It's going to show in you. That's who you are. You're an ugly person. You ain't going to be able to fool people because they're going to see it on you. And that's why I keep telling you, man, you can't, if you are in tune to your intuition and you do right by people, man, when certain people walk up on you, you'll just know, you'll feel them. You ain't got to ask them nothing, you'll feel them because they're going to make you uncomfortable. Your spirit is not going to be comfortable around them. And see, a lot of y'all don't want to pay attention to that. You know, you don't want to pay attention to that intuition that's telling you, man, get away from this person. You don't need to be around them. You don't need to entertain them. But no, you're going to do it anyway because you think you the shit. And you can handle anything that come along. And you can't handle everything because, man, you got some pros out here, buddy. You got some serious pros out here when it comes to deception. You really got to be on your P's and Q's to know, to be able to recognize that deception. And that's why most folk don't trust, because they can't recognize the deception. That's why good people scared of each other, because they can't recognize deception. And you suspicious of the person you should be suspicious of is the one you giving access to. Well, you know, Steve, we all done made dumb mistakes. And see, the one thing I can say about that little girl, she's showing them who she is. Okay? She's showing him who she is. We don't know how she is in private, because everybody's not public, man. Everybody can't deal with that. See, so we don't know what her background is. But obviously, she hadn't had that mother nurturing, okay? Okay? But I'm saying, you know, see, here again, we all make mistakes. Steve, we've been there. Young and dumb and full of calm. We all been there. We all been there, man. We all been there. And some folk have to learn the hard way. Okay? Some folk have to learn the hard way. That's the only way they're going to get it. Because if you try to tell them, they ain't going to listen. Okay? They ain't going to listen. So, you know, that's something he going to have to learn the hard way. Especially when it come down to that poo nanny. See, because, you know, fellas get some good poo nanny and they go crazy. And like some women, you know, they get some good dick, boy, they go crazy. Like, look at Fannie Willis. Look, that's a good example right there. Look at Fannie Willis down there in Georgia. Case of a lifetime. Case of a lifetime. And some dick messed it up. Case of a lifetime. And some dick messed it up. Okay? Some dick. Whatever he gave, and he's still living with his wife. Nathan Wade is still living under the same roof with his wife. And look how he messed up. Whatever he gave her, shit, she couldn't handle it. She couldn't handle it. Whatever he gave her, she couldn't handle. He had her toes curled because she can't handle it. And she messed up the case of a lifetime for some dick. And he ain't even single. talking about they revealed some of the text messages between them, and she was talking about she had gorilla grip pussy. Shit, girl, if you had some gorilla grip pussy, man, dudes would have been lined up outside your door. You mean tell me you couldn't find a single man? If that poo nanny is that good, and you couldn't find a single man for that gorilla grip? See, that gorilla grip. See, that's that gorilla grip right there. Okay? that's that gorilla grip right there. Listen, ladies. You master that, shit, be careful who you sleep with, cause every man can't handle that. That's what drives a man crazy. That's when this is what makes a man pussy whip. Right here. Okay, ladies. That's what makes a man pussy whip. Okay? That's it. All right? And every man can't handle that. Because you got some men that say, if I can't have you, can't nobody have you. And they want to do harm to you. Because they don't want nobody else. they don't want nobody else experiencing that, but I'm telling you. It's just that simple. And if I had some women up in here that had the courage to say, you know, true conductor, you telling the truth. Every man can't handle that. And Fannie Willis is a good example that every woman can't handle no good dick. She's a good example. I don't care how professional you are, and this is a professional, can't handle no good dick. It's just reality. So that's why you have to be careful who you get with, man. Because if you turn the wrong person on, you could create a Jekyll and Hyde. You see? And that insecurity gonna come out. Oh, they can sit on that insecurity for a little while. What I think about the CEO case. Well, I'm not for anybody getting killed, and you get up out of here. See you later. Oh, I knew some. Get your Ukrainian ass up out of here. Fuck Ukraine. Hell, we got Americans down there from that Hurricane Helene down in North Carolina. Still can't get no help. And we done sent Ukraine $1 billion damn. And we got Americans suffering right now. They can't get no help. Okay? All right? Fuck Ukraine. That's my thought on Ukraine. Fuck Ukraine. Help some Americans with that money. You got Americans right now, man. I just saw a town just today, man, and this was back 2-3 months ago, and the town still tow up to this day. But we got billions of dollars to give Israel, and we got billions of dollars to give Ukraine, but we can't help Americans. And see, and here's the thing about Ukraine. When you start saying put Americans first, then they want to say that's Russian propaganda. Okay? Okay? See, when you start saying put Americans before Ukraine, oh, that's Russian propaganda. That's how people are. Okay? All right. Anyway, listen, thank y'all for joining me, man. I just wanted to come on here and just kick it a little bit Sunday night. And, you know, start all over again tomorrow at the White House. Start all over again tomorrow down at the White House. Well, it's Steve. It's a mixture of both. You got some people come by and they sad, and then you got Trump supporters come down beating their chests. So it's a mixture. And the closer it gets to January 20th, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm undecided about that right now. I'm undecided because I know it's gonna be a lot of stupid people in town, and I don't know if I'm gonna have the patience for some of their ignorance. Cause you know, Trump didn't get there just with his base. They needed help, okay? And some of his same supporters are looking down on the very people that voted for him to help him out. And now they thinking, you know, he's there because of them. They ain't need no help. So, you know, that kind of foolishness, I don't think I'm gonna have the patience for. I don't think I'm gonna have the patience for that. You know, and we all being screwed with high prices, but we got the nerve to look down on each other, to talk about each other. So, you know, I'm undecided right now. I'm undecided about that. Cause it's gonna bring in a level of arrogance. Yeah, go make you another one. Go make you another one. Make you another one. Make you another one. Yeah, make you another one. That's what you do. Make you another one. Make you another one. Wait a minute. Now let me hide you. How come I can't get rid of that? Okay, I got rid of it. See, that's what I'm saying. Here's somebody from Ukraine. That's all they got to do is sit down and just make these different profiles to come back up in here. And what's your point? What is your point? Let me show y'all why I don't like Ukraine. Show y'all why I don't like Ukraine. There's some very nasty people. They really are. Very nasty. Very nasty people. Here we go. See that? And I'm looking at him saying, man, if I knock you the fuck out, I'm going to jail. See that? See that? Look. Look. See that? And I'm saying if I knock you the fuck out, and a photographer that I knew that was behind me was taking these pictures. And then that's how they had me surrounded. That's how they had me surrounded, man. I tried to get up, and they wouldn't let me up. They wouldn't let me up. Hey, man, how you gonna come up in my town? And I'm telling you, I'm looking at this guy right now, and I'm saying, man, if I knock the fuck out of him, I'm going to jail. That's what I'm looking at him. Man, if I knock the fuck out of you, I'm gonna go to jail. And look how he got his hands on me. Fuck Ukraine. A bunch of perpetrators. And Zelensky got a mansion down in Miami. He got a mansion down in Miami. Zelensky got a mansion down in Miami. Where you get that money from? Where you get that money from? That you can afford a mansion in Miami? Where you get that money from? Us. And you talking about support Ukraine. and Americans can't get no help. But you want to support Ukraine. And that's Russian propaganda when you talk about supporting Ukraine. That's Russian propaganda. When you say support Americans, forget Ukraine, that's Russian propaganda. And you can stand a Russian and a Ukrainian next to each other and couldn't even tell the difference. And that's the sad part. And you've seen more war in Gaza than you have in Ukraine. You ain't never seen no real-time war in Ukraine. I dare anybody to tell me when they have seen real-time war in Ukraine. Everything I always see is a video or photo. You've never seen real-time war in Ukraine. But they want all this money. And every time I see a video, they always over there partying, having a good time. But you've never seen real-time war in Ukraine. I got, what, 14 people up in here. Anybody out of the 14 that's in here, anybody ever seen any real-time war in Ukraine? Have you seen real-time fighting in Ukraine? Think about it. Think about it. You've never seen real-time war in Ukraine. Where all that money going? Where all that money going? I'm just asking the questions. And notice, nobody's responding. Nobody's responding. But you support Ukraine. But you ain't never seen no real-time war in Ukraine. Why is that? You ain't never seen no real-time fighting in Ukraine. Why is that? Why is that? Never have you seen real-time war being fought in Ukraine. Shit, look at the damage they done did over there in Gaza that they show you. They show you the damage. All of them innocent food people that was killed, that cars are marked and they still get killed. You ain't seen nothing like that in Ukraine, but they want your money. Just asking a question. Anyway. I'm going to bed, man. All right. Well, again, think about it, Steve. If he can stop it in a day, how serious was it? I mean, think about that, man. If he can stop that war in a day, how serious was it? How come he can't stop that shit over in Israel in a day? Bet you can't stop that in a day. Okay? But if he can do that in a day, you got to ask, how serious was that? And one day you gonna after what, 2-3 years, you can go in there in one day and you can stop that? Really? Really? Out of billions of dollars that we done gave them, and you can stop it in one day? Really? Time will tell. Time gonna tell, buddy. Time, you know, they say the proof is in the pudding. So all the things you say you gonna do, proof gonna be in the pudding soon, buddy. Come January 20th, you're going to put up a shut up. And you can't be on that golf course either. See, them golf course days, you ain't gonna have that luxury. Anyway, man, when I've been on here, 20, 3 hours. No, 2 hours. 2 hours. That's good enough. Okay, all right, listen, I'll see y'all.